I was 17 when I met her. Mrs. Delaney had just moved into the weathered old house next door, the one with the orange tree that hadn't borne fruit in years. The neighborhood called it cursed. She called it a work in progress. She was probably in her early 30s, with dark hair always tied up in a loose, unbothered way that suggested she didn't try too hard, though everything about her felt composed, elegant even. The first time I saw her, she was kneeling in her front yard, planting marigolds in crooked rows. "You want to help?" she asked without looking up. I hesitated, skateboard under my arm, bag slung over my shoulder. "You're Leo, right?" she added, brushing soil from her cheek. "Yeah. How'd you know?" She looked up and smiled. "This is a small street, Leo." That's how it began. I ended up helping her every afternoon that spring, trimming hedges, moving pots, sweeping dead leaves. She'd hand me lemonade and sweating glasses and tell me stories about the places she'd lived before. San Diego, Istanbul, a cabin in Vermont. Her husband, I later learned, worked overseas. Engineering contracts, months at a time. The kind of absence that left empty chairs at dinner tables and laundry still smelling like him weeks later. Mrs. Delaney wasn't like other adults. She didn't ask about my SATs or what colleges I was applying to. Instead, she asked, "What makes you want to get out of bed in the morning?" At first, I didn't know how to answer, so I lied. "Skateboarding." She laughed. "That's fair." In truth, what made me get up was her. Her presence felt like sunlight through a window. Warm, easy, constant. At school, I found myself drawing orange trees in the margins of my notebook. I wrote a poem I never showed anyone. The orange tree waits, patient through the seasons. Like me. One evening in June, she invited me inside. "I made too much pasta," she said, though I doubted it. Her kitchen was cluttered with potted herbs and postcards taped to the fridge. Nina Simone played from a speaker in the corner. "You like jazz?" I asked. She looked over her shoulder, amused. "Everyone likes jazz. They just don't know it yet." We ate by candlelight. Her idea, not mine. She sipped red wine and offered me a glass. I shook my head. "Good boy," she said with a wink. My heart thudded. Later, she stood by the orange tree, silhouetted in porch light, cigarette between her fingers like a movie star. I watched her from the steps. "Why do you think it never fruits?" she asked. I shrugged. "Maybe it needs something. Or maybe it's just tired," she said. By midsummer, I was in deep. I tried to keep it to myself, but the way I looked at her, it wasn't subtle. My best friend Nate noticed first. "Dude, you're into her," he said one afternoon at the skate park. "No, I'm not. You get this dumb look every time she's mentioned, like a rom-com character. She's married. Doesn't mean you're not falling for her." It was true. I was. But I wasn't stupid. I knew what it was. Infatuation, loneliness, the way her voice turned ordinary moments into something soft and golden. Still, I let myself believe in the impossible. One night, in early August, the power went out on our street. I was reading on the porch when she called out. Back at the office, things were different, but only in the smallest ways. A glance that lingered too long, a smile that meant more. Whispers among co-workers started, but nothing concrete. They kept it professional. Meetings were still sharp, decisions made without distraction. But in the quiet moments, late nights, shared elevators, and secret texts, their connection deepened. Emily found herself opening up in ways she hadn't with anyone before. Alexander was more than a boss. He was kind, funny, vulnerable in private. He shared stories of his upbringing, his father's expectations, the loneliness of success. She told him about her dreams, her fears, and how she never imagined falling for someone so unavailable. Everything unraveled on a rainy Tuesday. Alexander's ex-fiancée returned, not just into town, but into the company, as a consultant. Her name was Victoria, and she was everything Emily wasn't: polished, pedigreed, and obviously still in love with him. Emily tried to stay professional, but the late-night dinners, the closed-door meetings, it all hit too close. That Friday, she packed her things. Alexander found her by the elevator. "Emily, what are you doing?" "I can't do this, Alex. It's too messy. I care about you, but I won't compete with your past." "There is no competition. It's you. It's always been you." "Then why does she have a key to your office?" He looked wounded. "I didn't invite her back. The board did." "That doesn't change anything." The elevator doors opened. She stepped in. "If you want me, really want me, you'll figure it out.